Welcome to the third episode of the sub 10-second 3x3 challenge. So if you don't know, the format's going to go as follows. I'm now going to show my average of 100 that I did during the week. Then part 1 will be me telling you what I did to improve. Part 2 will be me reconstructing my 3 best solves and showing how I should have done it. And part 3 will be the final, which will be me saying what I will do to improve. So let's just get started. So here are the results. I got an 11.96 average of 100, which is my first ever sub 12 average of 100, and this time it's 0.1 better than last week, so I'm really happy with the result. I only got one sub 10 this time because I was way more consistent. I had fewer sub 10s and over 15s, but I was way more consistent, so I'm still really happy with the results. So to improve, basically all I did was I learned 3 new FT algorithms. All 3 of them are last slot algorithms. If you were to have a last slot at the back side and do an algorithm from the front. And then I did a ton of just normal solves. I didn't do any slow solves, but I did a ton of normal solves. And yeah, I think that showed because my average is going down a little bit each week. So I'm very happy. So how this reconstruction will work is I'm going to use this cube to show how I solved it. And then I'm going to use this cube to show how I should have solved it, so you guys can easily distinguish which one is which. So let's just get started to solve one. So here was the first scramble. As you can see, it's a really easy scramble. There's not much to it. So I inserted the red here, inserted the blue, then did a D, L, D prime to insert the green. So I went like this. My hands were here. Then I grabbed this corner piece so that I can do this. And then I just did a D, L, D prime. And I would have done the same because I don't think there's really an easy way to do this. It's probably the fastest way to do both of them. And yeah. So I was in this position, so what I did next was I rotated and I paired these 2 pieces. Rotated again, and I didn't want to break this because I didn't saw this pair, but I saw this pair. I didn't want to break it because if I were to do if I inserted it like that, then it would have broken it. So what I did was I went from this angle, did an R prime, and then inserted the back. Now that I'll pair it up like this. I still think this is the best way to do it because when I paired these two more FTL pairs were already paired, so I still think that was the best way. But then next what I did was I inserted these 2 like this, so because they were already set up, so I inserted those 2, and then I inserted this pair, and then lastly I did this pair, but instead of doing this by taking the edge away, I rotated. I did this and then rotated and then insert the back, and then I had this OLL case and then a G-perm. Now as how I should have done it, so I was at this position. I still believe the best way would have been to insert this pair like I normally did, and I still think it's the best way to do this. And then but this time, instead of inserting this pair like I normally did, I believe it would have been better to insert these 2, because then it wouldn't break up that pair. So what I could have done is, I could have inserted that, and then cancel out into that. So it would look like this faster. So that would have been so much faster, and then I would have gotten this OLL case, and then I would have gotten a Y-perm. So if I saw that probably would have been sub 10, but still a really good solution and a really easy solve. One small thing I also could have changed, when I was at this angle with with my solve, I could have, instead of pairing them up like this and then rotating, I could have done this and then just that. And I think that would have been faster to do, and then I would have gotten this case and then just an H-perm. So yeah, but still really happy with the solve. So yeah, it was scrambled 2. So again, it was a really easy cross. I knew I could have inserted the blue piece here, then they would have been correct to each other, and then just do an F to, when I realigned the bottom layer, I could just insert those 2. So I did was, I had it from this angle, did an R, F prime, D, R prime, F. So yeah, that's exactly the same as how I would have done it with the if I was doing a slow solve. Because it's a really easy solve. And I also could have looked ahead to this pair and this pair. Now from this point on, I didn't see this pair because I was at this angle and I didn't see these two could be paired up. So the first pair I saw was these two, so I paired them up like that. And then I saw this pair and this pair, which I can insert like that. But obviously a better way here, because I was at this angle, a better way here would have been to do this. To pair these two up, and then insert at the back, and then I could anyways rotate and insert those two, and then insert that one, and then lastly insert that one. So that would have been a better solution, but I didn't see that pair in the beginning. But anyhow, after I inserted the first pair, I immediately did these two, and I think a better pair would have been these two. It would have been really hard to see, but these two, because it can be inserted without a rotation. So like that, and then like that. And then I could have saw this pair and then this pair. So that would have been better, but the locate was really hard there. So next I had the option to do either these two or these two, because I knew that all the blue pieces left had to be blue and white, and or blue and yellow, but I saw this was a blue and yellow, so I knew one of these two would have been blue and white. So I quickly looked over and I saw this pair, and this is obviously the easiest pair from the back side, because you can just do this, like that. And now from this case on, I didn't do this and inserted it, I rotated and rotated back. I need to get into the habit of using the edges to set them up, but anyways, here's the OLL case, and then it was just a normal A-perm. So now, how I should have done it, again, I still think it would have been better to do this, but now instead of rotating, setting them up, rotating, inserting, I think the best way would have been like this. Taking the edge away, bringing this piece here, and then inserting it. Then I would have gotten this OLL case and then just an A-perm. So that would have been better, but still a really good solution. So let's get on to solve 3. So here was scramble 3. And this is by far the easiest one, because we could have made an X-cross really easily. So I saw this block here is already an X-cross, and I saw I could insert this piece here, and then by doing an F2, the red piece would end up here, and then I could just do a D prime R prime D. So that's what I did. I inserted the blue like this, did an F2, now as you can see here's the X-cross, and then inserted the red cross at the back. A better way I could have done this is to preserve the F2 pair. I'll show you what I mean. So inserted this, did an F2, but now you see here's already a pair, F2 pair. So by doing this, I break them up. So I think a better way to do this is by doing a U D prime like that, because it's very easy to finger trick. So it's like that, and then I could insert this pair immediately, follow it up with this pair, and then lastly this pair. So that would have been way better, but I mean I didn't see it. And also just one thing to note, when I get a really easy scramble, sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself, which makes me do stupid things. So now I was at this angle. I should have done a keyhole here, but I didn't think about it. So I took this piece out, and then I paired it like that. And then next I did this pair like this. And then lastly I did this pair like that. Then I got a really easy OLL, and then just an A-perm again. A much better way I could have done this is using a keyhole. So a keyhole, yeah, could have been done like this. Doing that, doing a D, and then inserting the piece, and then realigning it. As you can see, and that would have made an even better pair that doesn't require a rotation, like that. And then lastly, the last pair could have been done like this. So yeah, that would have been way easier. But still, this is the fastest solution. It's the only sub 10 I got, and it was a really easy scramble. And I'm really grateful for the sub 10. So what will I do to improve this week? So this Monday I'm writing an exam, and that's why I really couldn't spend so much time on this. I have to study for it. But next week after exam, I have so much more time on my hands, and I'm gonna try to relearn some finger tricks for my PLLs, or just relearn some PLLs. Because for instance, my G perms, my V perm, and my F perm isn't really that great. But I'm gonna relearn some of that, and I'm also gonna do a ton of practice. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and cheers.